Alright, well, it's a rainy Saturday in January. It's way too warm. I have a whole bunch of stuff here that I ought to be doing, but instead I'm going to do the responsible thing and go camping. The rear brakes on this Tacoma are gone. If you know anything about these drum brakes, once they get to a certain point, they will lock up. So, man, nothing like a good gamble out in the woods, right? Yeah, we got a ham radio, and I think my spot is still turned on. Honestly, I don't know, but we'll figure it all out, right? I think I have a pair of pliers with me because my tool bag that I usually bring with me on these things is in my work truck, but nah, who cares? It's gonna be fun. I just threw a last minute invite out to the Overland Florida crew. I know they're about to go camping in Hopkins Prairie, so where I'm going is fairly close, but of course, like normal, I'm not gonna tell you, so what good's this video to you, right? Anyway, we're gonna see what we can get into. Brought a fishing rod and tackle box for once. I always say I'm going to and then don't do it and then complain about it. It's actually in here. Alright, let's hit the road, see what we can get into. Alright, well, we're in Eustis. I didn't film getting gas. I'm sure you guys know what that looks like. Got folks feeding each other or doing something over there. Anyway, we're gonna run in here and get some steak, some ham, maybe a bottle of seasoning or something. I have no idea, really. This is not that planned out, but I know I want a steak for tonight, so hopefully Winn-Dixie has something decent. I don't spend a lot of money here, but everywhere else I was looking was super busy today, and this isn't, which is also probably a warning, but it is what it is. Grab some groceries and keep moving. Too bad I can't play this song for you. Well, can you even see it? Yeah, maybe. A guy named Brent Cobb. The song's called Digging Holes. God, do I understand that. Anyway, don't want to get my video pulled down, so look it up sometime. Good song. This thing is so wide angle, I don't know if you can see any of this, but this is just pretty country through here. It's nice to see a few orange groves this far north still actually being maintained. So many of them have just been let go. They're selling the land off to developers, and won't be any orange groves very long. Not up here. I kind of get it. They've moved a lot of them farther south because you do get a certain amount of frost up here every year, but you know, it's definitely part of the old culture here. I don't know what the hell the new culture is here. It's maybe, I don't know. I'm from New York, right? Isn't it something like that? Anyway, yeah. No shade towards people from New York. There's some really cool ones, but the ones that aren't, I wish they'd maybe not come here. I hear North Carolina is popular now. All right, well, the guys from Overland and ladies from Overland, Florida showed up and got a fire going. Ron's been playing with things, making videos. William came by to say hi, and all having a pretty good time. I forgot to mention we have a celebrity. Goose is here. He's the real star of the show. See, we come to the woods to learn new things. Today we're learning about Sasquatch, how to identify him, track him, all about his feet. That's some good looking specimens there. Let's see what else we got here. Looks like feet, man.
Have you seen one before?
Oh wow.
His name is Bigfoot.
We're getting pretty
hooves.
How do you know?
I don't know, we're getting pretty specific here. How to measure, how to cast his tracks. That's pretty exciting. I guess you can use, this says you can use like some great stuff foam, so that's pretty cool. That is hair. Bigfoot crap. How to identify that, that's always important. Different places to find them.
They're different names there.
Yeah, different names. Yeah, this is quite the guide, man. And it even comes with like a handy measuring device across the top. A little tape measure. I'm pretty sure I saw him last time we went to Jenny Springs.
We've got David learning about Sasquatch over here. Then over here we've got the mushroom guide. So
It's pretty exciting. I'm
He's supposed to be the most
very happy that William brought this for me. I'm going to be very smart by the time I leave.
and Alexander.
Now I get to hang out with celebrities, so it's pretty good. I don't know if you can see, we got bears. Everybody else wants to film bears too.
Oh, there's another one coming down the tree right now.
Can you see them?
There's the bear.
They're all over the place.
That's 3 bears.
We've got 3 bears climbing down the tree.
Glad I'm in a ground tent tonight. I'll sleep good. Sleep great.
I saw the last one. Where the other one's good?
They're all about the same size.
Where's Mom?
I think I'm gonna slather myself with peanut butter before bed. It's gonna be a good time.
The whole time.
Well, Goose definitely came over and warned us earlier, but we all just ignored him, and now we see what he was barking at. They've kind of went off into the scrub for now. So apparently there were signs. I guess we missed them. But yeah, that makes it pretty clear, doesn't it? Yep, there's Mama. She's probably gonna get mad at us. But
You need help with that?
well, no, I still see her.
Out of all the candy trips I've ever done in Florida,
So we got beer, we got bears. Life's good. Photographers. Regular freaking safari here.
Now we have David doing a bear analysis.
Well, there's Mama. Want to know what we're doing?
David's got us camping in a bear sanctuary.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
Eating in your test tonight. That's everybody.
Said I can't wait to use my ground tent tonight. Goose has been doing a whole lot of pointing. Something out there.
Y'all don't pay attention to me when I point.
William came down to inspect with him. They're on the case. We have no idea what it is yet, but there's absolutely something.
Bear?
I heard the owl over there. Keeps looking in this direction.
There's something in there chirping. I don't know if it's a bird or a cricket or a squirrel or something.
Anyway, it's a beautiful night. Cooled down quite a bit. I think it's going to be perfect. Especially if I don't end up as a bear sandwich, but hey, gotta die somehow, some way. It'd be an interesting way anyway.
Yeah, the sky looks really cool behind the trees.
Well, I'm the world's biggest fan of cast iron, but you get gear, you gotta try it out, and you gotta make sure it works. Got this little MSR skillet for Christmas. Something I can carry in a backpack. And titanium would be better supposedly, but this should cook better. I guess I have one gripe about it. It's this handle really has no place to go. It doesn't stow with it in any way. It just kind of loose. Other than that, it seems to be pretty high quality, nice bottom. Got a couple of potatoes here. Get them sliced up and washed up and See how this thing does at frying potatoes tonight. Get our steak going here. I've got at least 3 fixed blade knives with me, 2 pocket knives, what we're going to use to cut these up. And the same Benchmade I do everything with every day. Well, for seasoning, we got Chicago steak, Seminole Swamp for the potatoes, some Worcestershire for the steak. We're going real simple. Our Overland Florida heroes are over there getting scientific with it. I see bone broth and wine, and yeah, I'll probably try some. I'm not going to talk because I want some. All right, well, we got steak cooking, we got oil heating up. Once it gets going real good, we're going to drop some potatoes in here. It's pretty simple tonight. All right, well, we've got steak. Looks pretty juicy, pretty good. Potatoes are taking their sweet time, but that's okay. We'll get started here. Well, dinner's over and was delicious. Got a cigar. We got Ron over there telling us what he does on OBT.
For money.
Yeah, for money. Goose is present. Always watchful. Life's pretty good. Well, here we go. About like every video. End up being in the moment, talking around the fire, not making enough content to make the video worth anything. I guess that's how I enjoyed my trip, right? I should, everything ought to be content, but in reality, I'm pretty content just to enjoy the people I'm with, hang out, and do my thing. This little tent, excuse me, this little tent seems a little inadequate after seeing 4 bears in our campsite, but it's what I got. I don't really want to sleep in my truck, so we're just gonna bed down here for the night and hope for the best and get some sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. I seriously could get up, but it's kind of cold, and I'm wrapped up in this wool blanket here, man, and oof. It's not so much that it's too cold for me, it just feels so freaking good wrapped up like this. I slept pretty well. First 30, 40 minutes was a little uneasy. I was taking in every sound, you know. But after that, man, I had one of the better nights of sleep I've had in a long time here. There was also some just kind of getting all the blankets adjusted and getting myself properly wrapped up, because yeah, it's probably close to 50 degrees or so. I'm not sure, but yeah, once I got wrapped up properly here, got going, yeah, I slept great. But I need to go ahead and drag myself up out of here, and coffee and a bit of breakfast, and maybe see if there's something left of that fire over there. Kevin put in a couple of monster logs before we went to bed, so I'm assuming there should be, but yeah, it's time to go get moving here. Looks like everybody else is still sacked out as well, but I can't lay around too long. I won't be able to move, so time to get up. Alright, I'm trying to get the fire going again. These big logs kind of went out on us. Got a little bit of this pine here. I'm just lob in there like that. Well, I'm able to do a little better, but I'm trying to do things one-handed. This pine ought to get everything good and hot again. Meantime, we've got Kevin and Goose, Ron. Ron's got this white gas stove he's really loving. We got our coffee water going on that. I'll have my Black Rifle, and he's having whatever that is. Don't know. Looks interesting. But get some coffee going, then we'll get some breakfast going. I know Ron's going to cook. I may still go ahead and throw together what I brought. That way everybody has plenty.
One sheet.
It is just cold enough this morning. This fire feels amazing. It's definitely catching on up with this dry pine. So, yeah, this feels real good. So, because I'm a dork, I've always wanted one of these Cusca cups. And I like the Capilco brand stuff. That's what an old spork I use on everything. Got a nice feel to it. It cleans up easily, and you can throw it in the dishwasher. So it's the first use of it camping. I've made tea in it a couple of times just because, like I said, I'm a dork. But here we are.
I'm sure it wasn't built to do like the overland camp knife, you know?
Yeah. We got Ron cooking potatoes. I picked up some of these smoked pork chops. So let's see what that's all about. I mean, pretty much it's ham, but also looks pretty good. So, Kentucky Legend Smoke Master's Finest. So we'll see if the Smoke Master knew what he was doing. One of my age-old problems is finding a good egg carrier. Those ones we sell in the camping section, they work sometimes. You always end up with broken eggs. But my mom got me this for Christmas. It let a little bit of water in, but outside of that, it's perfect. It's definitely a lot stronger than your average, and it holds everything in place really well. I mean, I only brought like 2 eggs with me this trip, but it definitely did exactly what I needed it to do. Well, so far we got the ham, and we got Ron's potatoes and sausage here, and Ron's got some eggs going in the old Griswold. And like I said, I just wanted to try this little stainless pan out, so I brought it this weekend. So far, pretty good. Potatoes I fried in it last night, definitely wanted to burn on, but it came clean, so we're good. Anyway, I'm working on this, and gonna have some eggs when they get done. It's still cool enough that this fire feels great. Glad I got it started. I know we're gonna have to clear out of here before too long, and I hate the idea of having to put it out, but it feels good for now. Well, we still have a pretty substantial fire, and even with these jerry cans, probably not enough water to make it happen. So we're trying to get the old well primed here to see if we can get a good bit of well water to go put our fire out. So right now we're pouring what we have down the well to try to get it going. So see what happens. Well, we've poured about 30 gallons of water on this fire, and it's still steaming off a bit, so there's some heat in there, but there's a good 2 inches of water standing in the bottom of it. So we'll stir it in a little more, and that should be good to go. It rained hard yesterday, so I'm not worried about burning the woods down. In the meantime, everything else is packed up. Looks good. Kevin left a while ago. Ron's still here, but I think we're going to roll out. So if you've made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you again. Well, I was hoping this road would dry out a little bit overnight, and I think it did, but it's still pretty slushy. Don't really need 4-wheel drive through here, but I'm using it just to try to avoid tearing it up for the next guy. But yeah, this has been a great trip. Good company, good weather, wildlife, the whole bit.